Riveting, isn't it? This is where it all began in 1975 when Atari released the first mass-produced video game, Pong. However, in my generation, we remember our first video game a little differently.
The first video game I ever remember playing would have to be Pac-Man.
One of the first video games I ever remember playing was Donkey Kong.
If I could ask video game producers to make a new video game, I would have to say it would be enhancing the technology of you being the controller and being able to play sports or any other game without the controller.
If I could ask a video game producer to do something new with games, I would choose to make where if you're running around, the sensor would follow you in a 360-degree angle and just follow your movement, so you wouldn't have to be standing in one spot in a enclosed area.
Video games are different than they used to be today because the different graphics, there is sensors that sense you don't even have to have a controller on some of them. It's very advanced now compared to back then when you moved the little stick to move a character.
This is Joe Cox. Mr. Cox is an expert on video game technology. When did the earliest video games come out and what were they?
Oh man, you're going way back. How about Atari in 1977 or 78? I remember I got married and I wanted one for Christmas and my wife wouldn't let me have one. So I think that would be the right answer. So in the 70s, late 70s.
If there's one event that you could point to, what was it and how are games different than they were before?
Well, it's a continuous change or evolution. In the 70s, my job was to make aircraft simulations. We would make simulators so F-16 pilots could fly and train to learn how to fly the aircraft and how to hit their targets with their guns. And all that technology moves into the gaming arena. So it used to be that military would do it first and then we would, as gamers, pick it up second.
As you can see from these split-screen shots, things have changed. Look how much urban warfare has changed. Storming the castle in medieval times. Baseball, basketball, racing, and everyone's favorite, Mario. Look how much he's changed.
So there's a rule, it's something called Moore's Law. It says everything, the size of memory can double every 18 months. And I would also say that the computing power graphics doubles every 18 months. In 1996, working with Intel, we had a system that would process up to 5 million triangles. And somebody asked the question, how many triangles could you process? And they said, well, we couldn't see you ever needing more than 5 million. But within 5 years, we were processing 50 to 100 million triangles. And today, we process in the billions of triangles per second.
So these triangles are related to graphics?
Right. The basic graphics concept is take three points, and it'd be in 3D space. So it's usually X, Y, Z. And you take 3 points and you put a color on it and you put a picture on it and you do what we call render it. And if we render it, you actually convert it from 3D into a flat space to 2D.
Unfortunately, the video game revolution has had some negative side effects, such as teen violence, addiction, and lack of exercise. Chris Staniforth, a 20-year-old from the UK, died from a blood clot due to an overnight video gaming marathon. But like the enhanced graphics and interactive features we enjoy, the video game industry has revolutionized the way we exercise with Wii Fit and Kinect for Xbox. So what's next? Let's see what the expert, Mr. Cox, has to say.
I think on the next generation you'll see that it's all about camera. You'll lose the controllers and it will be more about what the camera sees and interpreting what the computer interpreting the images to determine what you want.